Welcome to Hear Something, a conversational podcast between three Dingus boys. Myself, Josh, and my good pals Jeremy and Mitch.
I've been trying to take a sip of my drink for like 5 minutes.
Speaking of butt chugging, boys, here's something.
Yeah, give it to me.
Stranger Things, Season 3. It sucks when you write something stupid and forget that you wrote it and read it stupid. Stranger Things, Season 3. Alright, for Rizzles, okay?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Serious business time. This is serious business.
Super serious. If there's any three boys,
Winona Ryder and the Curious Boys,
Yep.
Season 3.
Yes. And the Funky Bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Marky Mark.
You boys watched it yet?
No.
Yes.
It's been out for an entire day. What are you doing?
I binged it yesterday and today.
Oh, you did?
I did watch it. I lied.
We all seen all of it?
No.
Well, Mitch hasn't. Wait, Mitch did?
All right, so I'm on to episode 3 right now.
Things are so strange.
I know. Bobby is trying to fuck Mike's mom.
Dustin. Oh.
McGilligutty.
That is everything I know about the show thus far.
That's all it is. The
That's
entire
really.
season.
There are some. Hold on.
Yeah.
There are some Ruskies in it this season. So.
Some husky Ruskies.
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's Mitch's classic speech impediment.
Mm-hmm.
You should hear what he calls chihuahuas.
Yeah. That was a good one.
To
Commies.
babies. I thought it was good. I liked it a lot. I don't want to spoil anything.
Should we do spoilers?
No. Mitch hasn't watched it.
Probably not. I haven't watched it. Please don't.
I'm gonna do a mild spoiler alert right here. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched season 3. Go ahead and skip ahead like 5 minutes.
All right, so Billy does end up
5
fucking
minutes.
Mrs. Wheeler, and it's just like a
Nails
2.5
it.
hour. It's just a 2.5 hour cut of anal from the from his back. So you just see balls. Just
Yes.
2
I
hours.
just want to
2.5 hours.
congratulate Netflix on finally just showing full-on penetration on one of their
Full
original shows.
on. Thank you.
And
They're
then she
finally
gets pregnant, and then she
they're
has a
finally-
baby.
a butt baby. It's kind of crazy
Mhm.
how it happens.
They name
And
it
that's
12.
the Stranger Thing.
They
the
name
Stranger
it 12.
Thing, and then that's going to be a spin-off,
Mhm.
and it's just going to be a wacky romp around New York City. He's just
The
trying to find his
strangest
way.
thing, it'll be that baby's family trying to grow up in San Francisco.
Yes. San Francisco, New York
With their-
is my favorite city.
With
Full
John
of things.
Stamos playing Uncle Jesse. Yes. I don't know. I was a little disappointed. Maybe I missed some things.
Really? I didn't miss anything, and
I really don't feel like they fully ever explain why the hell that people are still trying to open up this damn doorway to hell.
See, I saw the scene with the Russians,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I immediately thought to myself, they're never going to get into this. It's
Never
just
gonna
gonna
get it.
But they
it's
say,
80s,
okay,
it's-
so the
it's
Russians are
80s,
trying to
it's just
open
gonna
it,
be
but they're
evil
never
Russians.
like, okay, there's secret military technology in there, or we think we could harness their... No, they're just like, Russians are bad, and they're trying to open it, so...
You know,
Go.
you want to hear my game theory on it?
Dude.
Portal. They want to use
so
it
that-
for, like, traveling.
So they can see the enemy, and then they can go into the down,
The undertow.
and they get the down, and then they can pop up on the other side, ambush.
Yeah. I think...
Is that what it was in season 1? They were trying to train people to, like, look into it so they could spy on people?
Man,
Isn't that what they were training 11 for?
That's what it seemed like.
Some upside down tunnel rat bullshit would be pretty cool. I'd watch that.
Yeah, it seemed like someone leaked to the Russians that this thing could be done and that the United States was trying to do it, but then they scrapped it, and the Russians were like, what if we do it now?
See, what happened was David Cronenberg hired the Russians because he was losing inspiration for monsters,
Yes.
and basically,
What is the ultimate monster? Answer, the Russians.
answer? It's a hole.
The Russians in the
Underground.
80s.
It's a monster vagina
So,
in the wall. That is the truest.
Monster Veg, the new spin-off series coming to Netflix.
There's so many spin-offs, I can't believe it. They're making a game. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
A board game or a video game?
Yes.
The
Oh,
game
wait.
is focused on finding the monster clitoris.
Well, they finally released Dungeons and Dragons, which was based
I
off
don't
that
know where the normal clitoris is. How am I supposed to find the monster one?
Oh, it's over there, my dude.
It's right on
Oh,
YouTube.
Oh shoot! Oh,
Check
man.
under your chair.
Oh,
everybody, look under your chair. We've gotten all the audience members a clitoris to take home.
Dang, it was in my laundry basket this whole time. I hate when that happens.
I thought it was a wad of gum, but it was a clitoris.
Oh, God.
That old joke. Mm-hmm. Anyway, spoilers over.
Double.
That was really my only concern.
I'm sad to hear that you're disappointed, considering that season 2 is pretty much just them setting up this season.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they upped the ante like a bunch, but it's just kind of like, how many times are we going to do this now?
Guys, Joshua. We're going to do this. We're going to do this forever because
until people stop
this.
watching.
Yes.
Well, in other Netflix news, they did run some study to see how many people would get rid of their subscription if they ran ads, and they said only 25% of people would.
I would get rid of my subscription.
Yeah, I feel like
that's.
I would get rid of
mine, so that would be 26% after.
Now we're at 26%. That's how percentages work.
They've been beta testing that, actually. There were some people reporting that they were seeing commercials for other Netflix properties either before or after the shows. Which I feel like after the shows finish is fine, but unless it's like between episodes when you're trying to binge something.
Here's what I'll say. HBO does a thing where before the show they run like a 2-minute promo for everything that's upcoming and everything that's popular.
Ever.
And there's an option to skip it. Just do that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sure. Or
I love you.
If they reduced the price to like $4 a month and then showed me ads like Hulu, I'd be like, okay. But for $13 a month, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, Hulu actually just lowered their base subscription price.
Really? Man.
Yeah, like $2.
Who you want me to love you so bad?
I want to say it went from like $9.99 to $7.99.
Oh. Yeah, and also you get it with Spotify, so it's basically free. Basically.
The basic bitch of streaming services, Hulu.
Yes.
I like Hulu. I didn't at first, but it's been growing on me.
Yes.
The end.
All right.
Good story. So yeah, I thought the season was good. I didn't like season 2 much.
I was enjoyed with it. I was just kind of like, I don't know, like the whole. It's just starting to wear thin. Like they got to give me more reason for continuing to bring this shit upon the rowdy bunch.
Yeah, it seems like, and since season 1, it seemed like this. It seems like they had a cool concept art for a monster, and then didn't bother to write anything around it. It's just in the show.
I drew this sweet monster. What do you want to do with it? I don't know, man.
We'll put it in there. We'll figure it out in 3 seasons.
We'll fuel Winona Ryder up with a bunch of coke, and we'll put a camera on her. It'll be great.
Yes.
So
look, give her a box of things. Oh, she's got the Christmas lights. We can ride around that.
Also, we'll make her real son missing, so it feels real.
Mm-hmm.
We killed her real son, but told her that he was missing, and then so she can't. There's no way she could ever find him. So we can keep going forever.
Just went over right to her son.
I don't know, not anymore. But
listen, the point is moot. We need to move on.
Okay.
Winona Ryder's son be damned.
Wow. One question for you both. One question.
He is damned.
Do you think they're going to do a season 4?
Definitely.
Yes, and a season 5 and 6 and 7.
Wow.
And 8 and 9.
I don't know, my dude. I thought 3 was going to be the last one. I thought I remembered them saying something like that.
It kind of felt like it, honestly, the way this one ended.
Mm.
But I don't know. All right.
You think? Never mind. No more spoilers. We'll talk about it off air. So Mitchell, I hear you have a bummer of a news story for us.
Give us that bummer.
Yeah. So the internet is
plumber.
The internet is bullying a 15-year-old girl.
Not the internet.
A 15-year-old girl.
What did she do? Be good at games or something?
It's weird. That's exactly what she did. So
crazy.
I should probably find out at least her Smash Brothers name before I fucking.
Baki, I want to say.
Yeah, Bocce.
Bocce.
Steve.
Greg. So a 15-year-old Smash player named Bocce signed up for a tournament, Smash Brothers tournament. As luck would have it, she was pitted up in her first match. I think was pitted up against one of the better Smash.
When you say
players.
better, yeah. How much?
Well, one of the. I guess he had some wins under his belt.
Would you say he's like top 10
in his weight class? He was pretty good.
Just 450.
I was gonna say, so the 400 to 500 class. What are they doing?
basically,
What are they doing? Pairing them up with like a 15-year-old girl? That's just unfair.
You should see
Even if
her.
she trained all
They probably
season.
draw it, huh? It's just drawn out a hat, right?
Probably, yeah.
I was making a weight joke.
Oh, this guy.
What are we waiting for? Aha! So what she did was,
We really botched that.
hey,
Oh,
come
boy.
on, guy. Come on,
It's
guy.
been a great week. I'll see you boys next time.
Yeah.
Outro music.
And then, the sitcom 2.5 Men outro music. So, where was I? Where am I currently?
Scrambled eggs.
All right, so this little girl defeated the
This
big
little
bad boy.
Tiny
girl.
human.
I'm a little girl, and I'm going to kick
Basically,
your ass.
she kicked his ass 2-1.
She the one.
She had a very dominant performance in her Smash
May I
Bros.
ask
game.
what character she was using?
She was using Isabelle.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's solid snake, I'm gonna
and-
nut.
And no, he was using Snake.
What?
And she kicked
I'm gonna
his
anti-nut.
ass.
I
She
am
kicked his
Snake.
ass 2-1. And I watched the video before we started recording. It was a really, really fun to watch.
Colonel, I'm getting trounced by a little puppy dog thing.
But basically what happened is afterwards people were bullying her, saying she used a cheap character, she used cheap tactics, and
Yes.
basically just being gatekeepers. And
You can't
being
play
shitty.
Odd Job. But,
Yeah,
so why is
pretty
this
much.
character considered low tiers? Because they're...
She's not.
Oh.
It's just because this person beat their favorite player that they're trying to be a gatekeeper, and just now deciding that Isabelle is.
Well, it says it in the article that it's considered in community as low tier. I was wondering if it's like...
then take the fucking character out of the game.
No, because community comes up with these hypothetical tiers for all the characters of usefulness and stuff like that, and I totally hate that idea because it ends up for boring fucking tournaments. You get everybody considers the same 2 or 3 people to be like high tier or god tier, and that's all you see. And I'm glad people are mixing it up. But you do get the case of a few weeks ago, some guy got the ire of the internet because he used a very cheap tactic of with Jigglypuff. He got the first knockout, and then he basically avoided his opponent because Jigglypuff has 50,000 fucking air jumps.
Yeah.
For the rest of the match, and just wrote out the clock. So the watching the rest of the match was 3 minutes of him just avoiding him until his opponent got frustrated and just put down his controller and left.
I mean, it is a strategy.
It's a strategy. It's not a very entertaining or...
No.
So what? They're trying to win,
Honorable
not be
one.
entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah, they played by the rules of the game that they're trying to win in. It's
Yeah, if people don't like it, they don't have to watch it.
Yes. But basically, even the person she played against, I believe his screen name is Ally,
Yes.
and he was like, whoa, stop it, stop bullying this. She won. It's fine. She won the game. And people are still being very shitty about it. But anyway, Bocce, good job.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. I'm proud of you. I wanted to talk more about how fucking great she did, more so than her being bullied.
I thought about sending out a message to all
then
the
let's
people
do that. Let's talk about how great she did.
No,
That's
yeah,
great.
she. Round 1, it was sort of like that. It was her finding her footing. Round 2, she got beat out, I believe. And then round 3 just completely Sonic Foxed it.
So they do best of 3s. So that's what
Yeah.
She came out dressed like a fox in the 3rd round.
She came out dressed like a furry.
Sonic and Fox combined together.
She announced she was a gay furry
She
advocate.
yes,
Aren't we all?
Nice.
which is a very funny joke.
Yes, thank you.
So.
I won't be taking any questions. Moving on. That's great. Everybody tweet at Bocce. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Please don't let shitty people ruin your passion for things.
Yes.
Yeah, and plus, if you still get bullied, you're 8K richer. So
Oh.
Yeah.
I want 8K.
just enjoy it.
I just gotta get
That's
Throw-
all it is. Just a bunch of butthurt little turds
throw-
who can't
throw-
reconcile.
Throw some ones at the haters.
God
No,
damn,
they
god
won't be
damn,
like, get-
god damn.
Get like
Haters
$100
everywhere.
converted to nickels and just toss nickels at them
Just throw nickels at cars. That's fun.
one at a time.
What you need to do is put your pennies up your asshole and then spend those ass
Well,
pennies.
JB, she is 15.
Oh, I meant if you're a guy and you're 18. At
Okay.
least.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Wow, that Upright Citizens Brigade reference really backfired on you, didn't
Yeah, they always do. They always do.
it? You thought you were going for a good pull, and
I
then you just
know.
got curb checked immediately.
Yeah.
Dude, I was with you. I was willing to let you ride that wave, my
Right,
man.
Next up, we're going to talk about the fat Nazis. No,
Next up, more pedophilia jokes. All right.
Good job, Bachi. You did good.
You did great, kid.
I'm proud of you. Stay in school.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
What now?
Omega, hit me with what that dirty, dirty company G2A is up to.
So dirty deeds done Dunderchi.
Dunderchi.
Thunder Cheeks.
True story. For the longest time, I thought the lyrics in that song were Lee Dungarees and the Hood Right Chicks. Somebody in high school corrected me after much laughter.
I just thought he was
wild lyric, dude.
I just thought he was scatting.
Dungarees and the Hood Right Chicks. I don't know.
I thought he was scatting. Dirty D Dunderchi.
Just the wildest thing to figure that it would be.
Hey, like you've never misheard a lyric.
I have, but man, that is fucking like, were you tripping on DMT the first time you heard it?
Hey, JB, listen. Yes, I
every
was.
Time.
I absolutely was. Probably, knowing me and my history with AC/DC, yes, I was.
I can't help it if every time I do DMT, I put on Now That's What I Call Music Volume 2, and that's the first song on the album.
I can't help it if I put on Kids Bop AC/DC every time. Every time I start tripping on DMT, I think this is the perfect time.
I would imagine that would be some creepy shit. All right, so here's something. G2A has taken a vow to be with you.
Of celibacy.
Yes.
Yes, they're never going to fuck again.
Well, that's not true.
No, they're never going to dance again. Guilty Feet ain't got no rhythm.
Guilty Feeding's got no rhythm?
Guilty Feet ain't got no rhythm. I just can't enunciate.
Yeah, you tried to bring him down to our level. Didn't work, Josh.
Fuck.
Your ass pennies.
I'm just going to let him joke about kids and ass pennies again.
You're getting your ass kicked by a 15-year-old girl right now.
Oh, boy. All right, so they have vowed that they will provide all the money lost by developers for chargebacks that were for illegally obtained keys sold on G2A multiplied by 10.
So I do not believe that.
G2A, okay, listen.
It's on their website.
What's happening is like G2A is like, oh, there's no way there's any illegal keys on our site. We'll pay it back 10 times, and they
10 times.
They don't realize that there's actually a large amount of illegally obtained keys.
It's gonna be interesting. So they're saying they're gonna.
I feel like what is not to jump ahead on your topic, but I feel it's important that the reason G2A is in what do they call that, like save face mode? What's the term for that?
I don't know. PR
face off.
Yeah, the reason they're in Nick Cage and John Travolta's face off mode right now is because I want to say like maybe a little bit unprovoked or just kind of out of nowhere, a few indie developers started tweeting out like, hey, instead of buying our keys from gray markets like G2A, or especially from G2A, just please pirate our games.
Yeah,
they're like, we're not getting paid from them anyway, so don't give them the money. Just pirate it.
That was the Lars Doucette or Doucette, the maker of the
probably it makes me feel better that I have been pirating all along.
Do you know why that guy got?
I didn't need some snide indie developer telling me that.
Do you know why he got mad? It's because they started taking out Google ads for G2A games, and so when you would search on Google for his game, you would get their ad first instead of his own website. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so he doesn't get any of the money from people buying it from there.
What a power play!
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was one of the things, but there are a lot. I mean, there was another one. Was it Tiny Build or something like that? Is the name of the company?
Yeah, that's the makers of Hello Neighbor, isn't it?
Nah, maybe it's not.
No, that's Hello Games.
Publishers.
No? Well, they did some boxing game. I forget what it's called. And
Box Boy.
Yeah, it was Boxing Game Boy. And they had apparently a bunch of stolen keys got put on. According to them, got put on G2A, and they said they lost like almost $500,000.
No, that is Hello Neighbor. Hello Neighbor Party Hard Punch Club.
Neighbor, yes, yeah. Punch Club was the name of it. Yeah,
Mr. Shifty.
That was the game that I said got pirated. They think they got pirated more than it actually sold. Yeah. So that's pretty wild. So that was where it kind of started, and then this guy did this thing, and then so now it's this whole thing. It's kind of interesting because they said they will pay for a company to audit for the first 3 times that you accuse them, but like they're saying it's going to be a third-party independent auditing company, but like it's kind of like being forced into arbitration, you know? Like I'm pretty sure they're going to try to put a stack of chips in their favor. Like,
oh, definitely. I mean, that's any company
because they'll have to pay so much money.
especially one with such a PR issue. I mean, it feels like just last year they were going through this thing with developers, and they gave empty promises last year. Like, look, we're going to start working with developers to make sure they get their fair cut. Yeah. And like a year later, after Lars started this kind of movement, everybody's kind of like, oh, nothing's changed.
Yeah. I think I bought one game maybe through them. I don't remember. I didn't know that it was such
not to.
I didn't know it was such a shitty.
I used to love the gray market until I figured out like what the gray market is, and have found like how it's hurting developers so much.
I do love how G2A's effort to make their site seem more legitimate was a aesthetic upgrade. They made it look less. They made it look less trashy. Nothing actually, and they started offering like a $6 security, quote unquote.
That's what it used to be. They started charging more for the security. They had been offering it, but it was only like $1.
Yeah, and so basically, you're guaranteed a good key.
Guaranteed
for more money.
But you're guaranteed they will get you a good key eventually.
You don't
if
like
the ones they give you don't work.
I guarantee it.
Wait, hold on. Can I just spam? Can I just keep doing that forever and get a bunch of keys and sell them somewhere else? Maybe G3A? All right, yeah, we'll talk about it off air. I think it's a good idea.
Is G3A available? Let's check.
No.
Oh, yes, it is.
Is it?
G4. We could go forever. G4.
We could G4. We're bringing it back.
G5.
G4 is back, baby.
Oh my God, we can
network.
go forever. We can do this, guys. It's the perfect scam.
G2A sucks. I feel like
it's a good at G3A.
I don't know, man. And to me, this whole gray market issue just kind of brings to mind like the whole Epic Game Store exclusivity. Like, I could see why that's so attractive to people now. Because if you only have one source, you only have like one way to monitor these things. Because unless people are like doing keygens and cracks and stuff like that, if you're only selling through one store for a limited period of time, especially like initial release, that is like when 80% of a game's revenue is made usually. Yeah. Especially higher profile games.
So how are people getting these keys? Are they just like getting them out of like databases of like keys?
No, that other countries they'll slash boxes on shipments and take the little key cards out of them and stuff like that.
Okay.
There are many ways actually, I think.
Okay.
They do the actual pirating.
I didn't know it was like a leak, but it's like a physical actual. No.
I mean, it kind of, the idea kind of started off in earnest. Like, people would get free keys from like video card manufacturers and stuff like that. Stuff that they had no intention on ever using.
The Humble
so
Bundle
why not?
You already have a key. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
why not be able to turn around and make money off of it? Sure, but of course, humans suck. So this is what it's come to.
There's also a thing. I know companies stopped doing this, but they basically had a bunch, like every key that would redeem their game was already pre-selected, and so people could just run it through a generator and match it to real keys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whereas now, when a game is purchased, that's when the key is generated, versus the whole batch being generated at once.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Plus, not to mention, like anybody can write any company an email and say they represent like some sort of gaming outlet, and they could request a review copy, or more than likely a handful of review copies for their staff.
Yeah. And sell them. It's
Pretty
interesting. That's crazy. I mean, I didn't know how bad this was until a few years, like a couple of years ago, really. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Wild stuff. Hopefully they go bankrupt from this.
Game, but it's another thing to make money off of somebody else's product. You know what I mean?
It's pretty shitty.
Combo.
All right, is it time? Is it time for that segment that we do?
Oh, we're doing that.
I think it's time for everybody's favorite segment.
Yes.
It's time for review crew. Review crew, where each week we deploy John Travolta to find us the greatest reviews from deep within the bowels of Amazon for Brendan Fraser's listening pleasure cruise.
I want to take his face.
Okay. Oh, because you're that guy. Hold on, I didn't have the window open because I am a true professional.
A shitty dingus boy.
I am the best. Look at me.
Yeah,
I did it. So
we still love you. Don't worry. I'm going to edit it to make it seem like you had that window ready, my man.
So
I've got your back.
Okay. Are we finally doing it? Are we finally getting around to it?
To what?
Christian Mingle?
We're doing Christian Mingle the movie.
Fuck, yeah. It is rated PG. No sex in this one.
Fuck no. Well,
not at all, because we can't make out cry.
You can't say fuck, because this is a PG review.
I know.
Fun fact, the P in this one's PG stands for pastor.
Oh.
Or Papa.
And A is...
Whoa.
Or no, there's no A in it. G
Boys.
is God.
I just need to let y'all know, there's only 9 copies left, so...
Man, I'm ordering all 9.
Yeah,
Beat you to it.
Order them and sell them on G2.
I'm debating on whether 1112 is a low enough price for me to get this as a joke gift for somebody.
Hold on.
It's on Netflix for free. I watched it, actually.
I know, but joke gift, my man. I want somebody to unwrap this for some special event in their life.
You can get it for $2 used. I don't know what that used copy of Christian Mingle looks like. Do not put that on me. But for $2, it's yours.
It's got farmers only stamped all over it.
It's Armageddon now instead. Oh boy.
Mormon soiree.
Amish party.
Oh boy. Okay, so this is a movie. Apparently, it's starring Lacey Chabert, who everybody loves. By reading through the
To mingle with.
yes,
In a Christian-like sense.
at a movie. Yes,
Lacey Chambert, is that her name?
Chabert.
Chabert.
Lacey Chambert has a lot of fans on here.
They do. They love her.
And they love her.
Yes. So
So,
the movie is available
But,
on
like-
Netflix. Watch it now before Netflix
Am I
puts
supposed
ads.
Is
to
it
know who
really?
she is?
Yeah.
no way it is. Is OK Cupid the movie on here?
They have an OK Cupid movie.
Hold on, can we pause recording so I can watch these movies?
There's a Plenty of Fish movie. It's just real sad stories.
We need to do like a watch along episode where we just talk over Christian Mingle the movie.
Yeah,
and
you
people
heard
can
us right.
follow along.
Oh, I
Next
watched
week
it
we're
already.
doing we're doing a rabbit stream where we watch Christian Mingle with all you.
Side note, maybe me and you could do that while JB is gone.
I don't want to miss out on that.
You can do it from
Fine.
vacation. It's the magic of the
Oh,
internet.
okay. Oh, I'm not bringing a computer with me. I'm taking a break.
Hit me with
Because
that.
that's how you want to be spending. your vacation.
So my first review is from K-Mac, 1 star,
She.
What?
titled Christian Mingle. Goes on to say, cute movie. Thanks, y'all, Kelly.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
K Sully 777. Ooh, that's really close to the beast number. K Sully, be careful. 1 star. Slanted emphasis on portrayal of Christians. I love Lacey Chabert's acting and her character's personality. However, please do not rent or buy this movie.
Please do not.
Don't do it.
Please
Don't
do
watch it.
not.
I was terribly disappointed in how poorly it portrayed Christians. One way this movie portrayed Christians is as information-driven rule junkies.
They were having premarital anal sex.
They
premarital.
didn't even show how we have laser beam eyes.
premarital rules. But they were
We eat
bad.
the crackers, we drink the wine, we shoot the laser beams.
But they were bad at having real relationships with people who
Praise
may
be
have
to
questions
Jesus with
about
the laser
Jesus.
eyes.
Don't you dare ask a question about Jesus. My company. The other way this movie portrays Christians is as people who often seem scared or ashamed to live their faith in real time.
Amen.
I'm too afraid to live my faith in real time.
Amen.
I like turn-based.
Turn back.
Hallelujah.
The last. Yes.
It's the only way I can manage my resources. How will I know if the pastor's about to hit me with a sweet hymn and then I need to use a mana potion?
The last and seemingly most insignificant way that the movie portrays Christians is people who have joy, love God and others, and put their trust in God's word.
No. People who have joy, period.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
This later.
My neighbor Joy. Joy Winston.
They own
portrays it-
joy.
It portrays us as having joy, and I hate it.
This later portrayal was not emphasized in any significant way, though it is most important of the 3. None of the Christians in the movie seem genuine except Gwyneth, Lacey Chabert. But her character loses credibility at the end. I was simply disappointed.
Oh man, what
She
a
kills
bummer!
a guy.
That was a simply.
This was
Simple
supposed to be
review.
the blockbuster movie of the summer. So
It's a
sad
blockbuster movie of the century.
that can I read one from Connie Foka?
Sure.
Connie says 3 stars. Movie is okay, but received it quickly, which is always a huge downside. When I receive my movies quickly,
I'm just like, oh,
I hated it. I wasn't ready.
I don't even have popcorn tonight. What the fuck am I gonna do? I mean,
I had to watch it on 2x speed.
what the dickens am I gonna do? 2 times speed.
No, I had to watch it at half speed, so it would slow down enough for when I was prepared to watch it.
They were mingling so fast, I couldn't comprehend it. So I had to slow it down to half speed.
More like Christian speed dating, am I right? Does it? I'm wondering about the representation of Christians in this movie, to where are pretty much all the women like on their third divorce with two teenage boys?
No.
Yes, that's what I'm at.
No. They're just talking about so what it is she acts. Lacey Chabert puts on a charade that she is Christian.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. God, I'm ready.
When did Eminem start recording with us?
Enjoys Christian Mingle. And she finds a Christian boy, but she's just acting like she's Christian. And then the good Christian boy figures it out. And I don't want to
Christian boy.
I don't want to ruin how they figure it out. But it's because she had
I'm okay with you ruining.
She had a Christianity for Dummies book in her backpack, in her luggage. Which, I mean, that makes sense. That happens.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Jennifer Adams gives it 1 star. I dislike how Christians are representing ourselves a stodgy and closed. That's okay. This is an underwhelming, slow as molasses plot, contrived movie. I dislike how Christian are representing ourselves as stodgy and closed-minded. Yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck.
P.U.
Stinky old
Can I read this one?
stodges.
Can I read this one from Sarah Paskey? It says 5 stars. A comedy about finding God in the dating world.
That is hilarious.
A comedic look on how to finding a mate on the internet and finding God instead. Amen for that, Sarah.
Your picture looks very it's because I'm Jesus.
It's like a Where's Waldo game. It's like you're looking for your next boyfriend, and then surprise, God
turns
he
your
just
blood
jumps
into
out
wine.
at you.
Surprise. I was your blind date all this time. I'm God.
He jumps out at a coffee shop around the corner.
Wow. I'm so excited to find this.
Jennifer DeFilippo gives it 2 stars, says, I usually love Lacey Chabert's movies, but this one was not a favorite. The plot was rather thin, the characters not believable.
Characters rather thick.
That's really all I have to say here. Moving on.
I'd have loved it if she went with a misdirect. I usually love Lacey Chabert.
However,
and I still do. 5 stars.
5 stars. Those 2 stars are a lie.
The plot was a little thin. All the actors were thick, so...
I like LB Vernon says, it's fun and good to watch with friends or alone. That's good.
That's a robot.
No.
It's fun and good to watch? No way. Get real.
I got a 3-star review from Shoe Admirer, who just admires shoes all day, really close up. And then goes home to watch a movie, and the picture was very fuzzy.
This moving picture was
it's just so fuzzy. My eyes.
I went home to enjoy a good talkie.
This is a 106-year-old woman, and her dog just walked in front of her while she was trying to watch the movie. She was like, "What is happening?"
It's so fuzzy.
I waited for the intermission to fix the television screen, but it never came.
It's so fuzzy.
I just sat there for an hour and a half watching a fuzzy screen until the credits rolled.
While my sweet potato pie was in the oven.
This review from Kindle customer. Never heard that one.
I'd have changed it, I'd have fixed it and watched it again, but I had a bake sale at the church to get to. Everybody was waiting on my world-famous lemon bar. My neighbor Charisse loves it.
Bake sale at the church is the real Christian Mingle.
It's a banger, yeah.
This person, Kindle customer, gives it 4 stars. It just says, this movie.
This fucking movie.
This movie right here, officer.
It's this one.
It's Robert De Niro. He's the right. This movie right here.
Okay, hold on.
Hey.
Did you already read the one from Heather?
I don't think so.
Can I read the one from Heather?
Yeah, sure.
Heather says 1 star. Just another movie to make fun of Christians and make us look stupid. I cannot believe the guy didn't catch she was lying about being a Christian. It was obvious, you can tell in her eyes and her cheesy prayers. He should have dumped her the first time he jumped the gun and didn't ask enough questions. Such a joke.
Please, God, give me the mozzarella, the cheddar.
This movie's such a
God,
fucking
I get it.
joke.
I was thinking more along the lines of, I could see it in her eyes. I could feel it in her cheesy prayers. She's all I've ever wanted. And I'm holding on inside. And I know just what to say.
I just want to make a point to say that Heather misspelled pretty much every word in this review, so that was a journey for me.
She's like a good Christian. She's not going to fall victim to that non-Anglo-Saxon English.
Yeah.
She put a Z and an I in it.
Can I hit you boys with a 3-star?
Yeah.
Yes.
3 stars, good acting, cute and entertaining movie, good acting, and that's from Puerto Rico. So it's crazy that the whole state banded together and decided to just review this American movie like that.
They love Nancy Chambers.
They love
so
her.
much.
They love Jessica Chaberty.
They love Jessica Chastain. But also this one, this Lacey.
They love Chandler Bing.
Chastain for my real friends.
Oh my god.
Real Tane for my fake friends.
Jessica Tatum.
My fake friends. They're not real. They're imaginary.
Me and JB just fade away. Mitch confronts himself with this truth.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so well.
You got Thangist.
Oh, snap.
Oh, shit.
You've just been doing this podcast alone for the last year.
Yeah. It's just me screaming into the void, dude.
Giant gaps of silence.
Just really jimming a camera that's not there.
Doing 3 voices.
Yeah.
All right.
Meanwhile, your caretakers are just laughing their ass off
Yeah.
at these great jokes
Yeah,
that
that's
the
all our
Josh
listeners
personality
are,
came up with.
Yeah.
My next item up for bid is men's goatee shaving template. Create a perfectly shaped goatee every fucking time.
Wow. What a treasure. I'm so happy we have the gift
What
of
if
the
what
internet.
I'm going for is a really fucked up looking goatee? Answer me that.
Have you seen...
Men's goatee
Riddle
shaving
me
template.
this.
Have you seen the System of a Down guy? I want to look
Yes.
like his goatee. I want my entire self to look like his goatee, and then I also want to have a goatee of my own.
These are some pretty perfect goatees. They're almost too perfect.
Basically, this thing's a fancy mouth guard.
Yes.
You put it inside of your mouth, and it goes around your mouth.
No, this is just a trick. For people who are yelling at their waiters and refusing to tip, you put this in their mouth and give them a razor, and they suckle on it and they go to sleep. It's like a pacifier.
They suckle on it.
They suckle on it. Don't tell me you've never suckled on anything, JB.
I
You liar.
suckle on something nightly.
You suckle on the teat of Mother Nature every day.
This is
Hold
version
on,
1.
I'm writing a review. After suckling on this bad boy,
I fell right to sleep. 5 stars.
I keep passing out in the middle of shaving my beard.
I'm down to one eyebrow.
Only half of my goatee is perfect.
I don't know what's going on. I drink my 12-ounce bottle of warm milk. I suckle on this goatee shaver while I'm trimming. Gosh darn it, wouldn't you know it? I wake up on the bathroom floor with a big old gash on my head.
I usually love Lacey Chabert.
Oh,
but when I
man,
used
hold
this
on.
goatee,
I just realized I need to look at something. Yeah, there it is. There are 776 men who want a perfectly shaped goatee, and that means there are at least 776
you
men.
can't assume this is all men. What if a woman wants to stick this in her bajingo and get a perfectly shaved goatee around
Okay,
that thing?
my point still stands. Listen, my point still stands. There are at least 776 people who looked at this item and said, "Yes, I want this." Yes,
boys, there's
I
like
want
way
to
too
chew
many
on
of these
this.
things that exist.
God,
One's for your beard.
this
is crazy. Okay,
Your love nestle?
All right.
I'm feeling
Your
ill.
belly button. You stick it in the belly button, and then you give your belly button a goatee.
My neighbor's wife's belly button?
Yes. Oh, they have the special ones for your neighbor.
My neighbor's wife's husband's belly button.
Hello, neighbor.
And Lacey Chabert's belly
I
button.
got you this. Lacey Chabert's. You can't see her belly button because this is a Christian movie.
Yeah, it's a very cheesy belly button.
It's just melted. Lots.
God, a sticky belly button.
Massagio.
That's so fucking gross.
Provolone. I'm making up cheese words. Lucky Dog DC gives it 1 star. Says, don't buy this product.
Please don't.
Because goatees are gross. Just look at the photo. It's like this guy has a small reddish animal pelt, chipmunk perhaps, affixed to his lower face, signed, all women. So one of the review was from all the women in the world.
Take that, Mitchell.
And
You just assumed it was all men.
Yeah, you're right, man. I thought Puerto Rico didn't like Christians, and I thought women didn't like goatees. That's just two preconceptions of mine that I had before this episode.
Puerto Rico is okay with Christians. They gave them 3 stars.
Okay, cool. Can I read this? Can I read this 1 star from Amazon customer?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I'm gonna take some long pauses in this. There's a lot of dots in here.
I'm gonna interrupt a lot.
1 star, not good. If you're in high school, for a man, like a little patch, no good.
I went to high school to study men. Yes.
If you're in high school for men,
the men's high school.
Not good if you're in high school for a man, like a little patch, no good.
No good. You want a big patch. You want a pumpkin patch.
You want a big old patch.
You want a big old pumpkin patch on your face.
I want to sell one of these things that basically covers your entire face. Get around it.
And then your Kylo Ren cosplay is complete.
It's just a Jason mask.
It's a full size beard cover.
What is this for? To shave your head.
Don't want to. When you're shaving those pesky old head hairs, you don't want to nick that sweet beard.
I don't want any risk of my goatee getting nicked.
Especially if you're in high school. I mean, if you're in high school, you don't want this.
If you're in high school with a very small patch for men, no good.
Amazon customer left another review. 1 star says, white elephant gif gone bad. And then worse. I blame myself mostly. Like, how bad did it go?
It ate my goatee.
Just Freddy Krueger walks up. Pretty bad.
First, Puerto Rico accidentally got this gif, and that was pretty bad. But then Lacey Chabert stole it from them, and it was worse. I was like, what am I going to do?
She keeps it right next to her Christianity for Dummies book.
Goatees for Dummies.
I got a 1 star from Christy Couch. Christy Crouch.
Okay.
Rather.
Christy Crotch.
Crispy Kreme.
The Krusty Krab. Don't do it. It doesn't work. It should be called the Goatee Killer. Don't waste your money on it. Or you can have mine. For real. $20 down the drain. So this person's going through a lot. And they're willing to pass the buck. They're unsatisfied with this. They want to make somebody else unhappy. And they've also accidentally flushed a $20 bill down the toilet.
And they killed their
They're
goatee.
having a rough week.
Okay, so I think I have 2 1 stars to read. I'll give you the
Read
bad
them
news.
at the same time.
I'll give you the bad news first. Bobby G. French says 1 star.
Okay.
Stupid. And then moving on to Samuel
Truly
White.
Shakespeare of our time.
Samuel White says 1 star, and I might just read the title here. Because it's 1 star, goatee my butt. Which is what he was trying to do, and that's why he hated this product.
Hey, Mitch.
Yeah.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, what?
Just goatee my butt.
Goatee my butt.
I tried to goatee my butt, and it came out as a total Fu Manchu.
a Pooh Manchu. Oh, boy. Pat gives it 1 star. Says, if you have a face that is the size of an avocado, this is perfect. Yes. If you are a grown adult, think twice.
Not me. I'm an avocado.
5 stars.
I'm a big avocado. Put me on your toast.
Shit. This guy.
Pito Venuto gives it 1 star. Says, not made for my black man face. Only made for pale faces with the style goatee. I.e. Chili's restaurant managers.
Man, this guy's really pointing out the systematic racism within goatee shaving templates.
And Chili's upper management.
I'm so glad you made it back for that one.
Thank you. Good to be here.
This one doesn't... I have to put on my white man face for this one.
I imagine this guy just travels the country for business, and every Chili's he stops at, he's just giving the stank out of that old white manager.
and then
he goes, "Hey Stephanie, can I see the manager?" And they're like, "Sure." And then when Todd comes out, he's just like, "I knew it," and leaves.
He's like, "Man,
Joel Taro,
can I help you?" No, and just walks out.
Not anymore.
Zoom in on the manager's beard as he's walking. Hey everyone, it's me once again. If you're liking what we're doing so far, do us a favor and tell your friends about the show. For updates, follow us on Twitter at HereSomething1. To watch us have some goose while playing video games, make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/GenemanJones and on Twitter at GenemanJones. From that Twitch page, you can find a link to our Discord and become part of your new favorite community and the last Discord you'll ever need. Well, thanks for listening, and we hope to see you again next week.